because it is Friday and the weekend is almost here. It's even more exciting for those of you who love cricket and follow IPL. And it gets better for those who are CSK fans. Enough of watching Dhoni in a Kala song video. Now the CSK fans are waiting to see him in the yellow jersey on the field, right? Well, CSK's fortunes and the field are not the topic of conversation tonight. But Tamil Nadu's water crisis, the plight of its farmers, and the brazen attempt by the state politicians to link the two is the topic of debate tonight. Now, don't get me wrong. If it is about saving water, when the state is facing acute shortage, I am all for it. I backed the boycott of IPL in Maharashtra in 2016 when the state was undergoing a massive drought and water crisis. And I will do it again. But how dare politicians come out and tell us to do that? How dare these politicians who haven't done a single thing to resolve the water issue, to help the farmers, to even show that they're interested and they care about the citizens of Tamil Nadu, how dare they ask the fans to boycott IPL? No party has been able to resolve the water woes of Tamil Nadu. Which Neta stood by the farmers in the past 1 year? I want to know. Which Neta supported them when they were in distress? When they sat down with skulls, when they rolled on streets under the scorching sun, not one Neta showed they cared. So now, stop politicizing the issue, stop trying to do vote bank politics by sitting on farcical hunger protests, by creating ruckus in the parliament, by asking cricket fans to boycott IPL. Stop mixing politics with sports. Let us ask the viewer tonight, will they boycott IPL? Not to follow Dinakaran's call or any other political party's call, but to stand by the Kisan that feeds them. That's the big debate tonight.
As Tamil Nadu reels from protests over the Cauvery issue, politicians today gave a new twist to the protests, going for the soft target, cricket. Netas in Tamil Nadu are urging fans to boycott the Indian Premier League matches to demand setting up of the Cauvery Water Board.
தமிழகத்தில் உள்ள அனைத்து தரப்பினரும் அதற்கு ஆதரவாக இருக்கிறோம் என்பதை உலகத்திற்கு வெளிப்படுத்துகின்ற விதமாக கிரிக்கெட் ரசிகர்கள், குறிப்பாக இளைஞர்கள், இளம்பெண்கள், யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் அதை புறக்கணிச்சாங்கன்னா டிக்கெட் வாங்கியிருந்தாலும் அதை திருப்பி கொடுக்கிறது, போகாம புறக்கணிக்கிறப்ப நிச்சயம் மத்திய அரசாங்கம் தனது தவறை உணர்ந்து அந்த சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் தீர்ப்புப்படி ஏற்கனவே அவங்க அதை அமைச்சிருக்கணும்.
आईपीएल बायकॉट नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि अभी जो बच्चे प्रैक्टिस करते हैं उनके लिए एक ही उम्मीद है, एक ऐसा लेवल है जिससे वो ऊंचे लेवल तक खेल सकते हैं, वो आईपीएल है. अगर वो बायकॉट हो जाएगा तो लोगों की उम्मीदें टूट जाएगी और वो क्रिकेट खेलना बंद कर देगी.
सब ऐसा कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. मैं तो ये बोल रहा हूँ, आईपीएल आई थिंक एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जिसमें यंगस्टर्स को काफ़ी चांस मिलता है, जो अपने इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, जो अपनी नेशनल टीम को बाहर के लिए रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. एक अच्छा चांस मिलता है उसमें. तो आईपीएल को जैसे बोल रहे हैं पॉलिटिशियंस की, मतलब नहीं करना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है. तो ऐसा क्रिकेट होना चाहिए.
मैम, आईपीएल बाइकॉट नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि ये यंगस्टर्स को मौका मिलता है, चांस मिलता है आगे परफॉर्म खेलने का. और आईपीएल एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, यंगस्टर्स के लिए प्लेटफॉर्म है, आगे बच्चे खेल सकते हैं. और इंडिया की बहुत सारी उम्मीदें हैं बच्चों की, हम जैसे यंगस्टर्स हैं, हमें बहुत सारी उम्मीदें हैं आईपीएल की. हम देखते हैं, हम सीखते हैं.
That the fans of Tamil Nadu, for them, IPL Chennai Super Kings is near and dear to their heart, the same way how Cauvery is. And now the politicians are giving them kind of like a silent, a soft ultimatum that they have to choose between one or the other. Now TTV Dinakaran, as you mentioned, is like he's giving a statement asking the fans itself. He's not like demanding anything, but he's asking the fans to return the tickets or just be absent for the game to show their kind of a protest against the centre and the state for not constituting the Cauvery water management body.
Their only demand, IPL schedules must be changed to hold the match on some other day or in another venue. While steps to save water are understandable, is it fair for Netas who have failed the farmers of the state to now demand that citizens boycott cricket? The debate begins now.
Well, I've got Shamadas Gupta is also joining us from Bengaluru. Modi Prakash is a farmer who's joining us from Trichy this evening. Kishore K. Swami, spokesperson for AIADMK. The TTV faction, the rebel faction, they've already formed their own party, AMMK. And very soon we'll also have Suman C. Raman. He's a political commentator, one of those who's decided to not watch any IPL matches in the stadium as he wants to express his support to the farmers. We'll also have Mr. Saravanan, spokesperson for the DMK, joining us in just a bit. But very quickly, just to let our panelists and also our viewers know, broadly, these are the three questions that we will be addressing. Question number one, will boycotting IPL help the Makkal of Tamil Nadu? Is that the solution to the water crisis, to every other problem that the farmer is facing in the state of Tamil Nadu tonight? Question number two, is IPL a soft target for politicians? They couldn't deliver on the promises, they couldn't deliver on governance, they couldn't deliver on helping out and expressing their support to the farmers when it was needed. Are they now just trying to do damage control by simply targeting IPL? Question number three, what have the political leaders done for the farmers? I want to know tonight, for those who are calling for any kind of help from the citizens, what have you done for the farmers? So let me take that across to Mr. Kishore Swami first and ask him. Mr. Kishore Swami, how will boycotting IPL help the people of Tamil Nadu?
The IPL has been, Chennai has been one of the biggest, Chennai has the largest number of fans when it comes to the IPL. And if the match, if we do boycott the matches, that will send a signal to the centre how serious this crisis is. Because the centre has been ignoring the interest of the state, which is palpable, and they are by expressing our solidarity with the farmers.
You are saying that using the platform of the IPL
is actually reflecting the mood of the youngsters.
You are saying that using the platform of IPL, sitting in that stadium and then raising your voice about what needs to be done is not going to help attract the attention. That months and months of protests by the farmers, almost a year now, has not been able to attract the attention of the centre. But boycotting 7 matches that take place in Chennai will do that, Kishore Swami? Really? How is this directly going to hit the centre?
Boycotting the match is one of the many.
Why? Is the centre going to lose any money?
We are saying, we are requesting people to boycott it.
Why? Why does the centre care? Why do you think the centre cares?
No, the centre, it is a signal because cricket is such a, the Chennai is having one of the largest number of fans. So it shows if the boycott is going to be, happening, then it will show to the centre that there is a huge swathe of people who are angry with what is happening now.
Shamadas Gupta, do you agree that
boycott
because
will make them
Chennai has the largest number of fans, by the way, Chennai didn't have an IPL team for a couple of years in between, they're coming back now, there is so much of excitement, I agree for that. But will not going to the stadium for 7 matches get the centre to set up the Cauvery water management, or is this simply politics?
No, it is not about whether there are various sides to it, isn't it? I mean, why are these politicians targeting the IPL? Because it gets attention. If something else they had targeted, then we wouldn't be doing this program, perhaps, because the IPL is so big. It's just starting. Chennai, especially after missing 2 seasons, are back. MS Dhoni and all of that. But, you know, Mr. Kishore Swami just mentioned that, if people don't go, it'll send a signal. So what signal will it send if people do go to the matches, that the people of Tamil Nadu don't care about the water issue? I don't think that will happen either. The two things are so separate. It's the usual thing of not mixing certain things, and I personally don't like the idea of bans per se on really anything. But, of course, from a cricket point of view, from an IPL point of view, it's a huge thing that Chennai are back. It's one of the most popular teams. I don't know if it has the most number of fans. I think people in Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Bangalore and all will protest against that if they hear that, because I'm sure all these cities have die-hard fans. And the others as well. So I don't think that's correct. And, of course, it's going to get attention, at least in the media, when people say we are going to boycott the matches. And come on, let's be fair. If they want to, they can certainly disrupt proceedings. Whoever these politicians are, I'm sorry, I don't want to be insensitive, but I'm not in Chennai and I don't know these people. But if they want to disrupt, there's so many fringe parties, so many people who disrupt so many things. The whole Padmavat controversy had nothing to do with a big political party. It was a small party that disrupted and created such a ruckus. So sure, if they want to disrupt, it can, but I wonder if it'll change anything.
Okay, no, also just to make it clear to you, Shamya, I don't know about others, but here on Mirror Now, we've repeatedly had conversations, we've repeatedly had debates, we've constantly covered every single protest that the farmers of Tamil Nadu have done, be it in Tamil Nadu or in Delhi. We've constantly questioned the government for the past 1 year about what they're doing at the center, in the state, and every other politician. I feel that, that the Netas actually ignored the farmers for far too long, which is why today Kamal Hassan and Rajnikant have straight away first gone and reached out to them, because they know this is that ignored segment of the community and voters in Tamil Nadu that must be supported and reached out to. But AIADMK, its rebel faction, DMK and every other already established party in Tamil Nadu has not done that. So I feel it's unfair for them to now go and say, oh, we didn't do anything, but maybe if you go and speak about it and boycott IPL, then something can happen. Suman Siraman is with us, and I want to understand from him why he feels that boycotting IPL is going to help the people of Tamil Nadu. Suman?
Look, I think that basically the IPL is such a high-profile tournament. The IPL is hugely viewed across India, and it's a symbolic way of showing an empty stadium to the country, which will let the people of India know that here is a genuine problem that a state is facing. So I'm not for a moment asking for a ban on the matches. I'm not saying that the IPL should be banned. The matches can very well go on in Chennai. I'm just putting out a request to the fans to say, please show your solidarity with the farmers and don't attend the matches. That's about all that is. That's a very, very, reasonable request to make, because the sight of an empty stadium in Chennai will show the whole country about the solidarity of the people of Tamil Nadu with this cause. And I just want to make another point. This is not just another farmer's issue. This is not like loan waiver, which happens every 3-4 years or something. This is an existential crisis. This is a matter of life and death for millions of farmers across virtually half the state of Tamil Nadu. Almost 16 districts out of 32 are in the Cauvery area, or in some way served by Cauvery waters. So it is extremely unfair to say that this is like a minimum support price or a loan waiver kind of an issue. This is an issue that last year, out of Tamil Nadu's entitled share, which was then 192, the state got 112. The previous years it has been 105, 104 and so on. Almost 60% is all that we are getting of what has the courts have themselves, tribunals have themselves decided is our fair share. So I don't think it is even proper for anybody to sort of say that this is just another farmers issue. Farmers are protesting all over the country. Let them also protest here. And the IPL is a platform to reach the attention of the people of this country.
Could you also not have done it differently? I will ask you this question because we had 2 viewers in the evening who called up and said that why don't they take the platform of the IPL and the stadium where the match is happening and millions of people are watching it, and use that platform to then get across the message that here is the problem.
Because nothing, chart papers will not be allowed, banners and placards will not be allowed into the stadium. Everybody knows that. And in fact, even when people start to, chant a particular chorus in support of this cause, the microphones can be easily dimmed to prevent, microphones, so faders could be used to sort of take out the message. So at the end of the day, I think that if the production team is keenly watching, they can easily prevent the message from reaching on a mass scale. So whereas an empty stadium does convey a very, very powerful message. So there is a difference between asking for, nobody is asking for a ban except a few fringe elements.
No, I am glad that you're doing this because you want to stand with the farmers, and I'm all for it. We at Mirror Now are the ones who've been leading a campaign saying India must stand with its farmers because they're the most ignored community in our country today, and it's high time we do that. I want to understand, Sumansi Raman, do you think this is actually going to impact whom? The center? Is it going to wake up the consciousness of the center? Prakash, I'm coming to you just after this. Or is it going to wake up the consciousness of the AIADMK government or the polity in general? Who are you expecting a response from?
No, this is to take this message to a massive audience across India about the injustice being meted out to our state. That's the bottom line. Now, nobody for a moment says that if you boycott the IPL matches, tomorrow morning the Cauvery waters will come. Of course, we know it won't happen. We had a bandh yesterday across the state, and we knew fully well that even after a bandh, nothing is going to happen. But there are certain democratic ways of protest. Boycotting a match, meaning voluntarily not going to a game, is a simple way of sending out a signal that there is some injustice that is being meted out. And the point is, there are large sections of the people in this country who don't even know about what the Cauvery dispute is all about and what Tamil Nadu is fighting for. In fact, today this is the third debate where people have been saying, farmers' issues have been going on for a long time. The Cauvery dispute has been in court for over 30 years. We got a tribunal order in 2007. It took 4 years for us to get it gazetted. After it was gazetted, it was challenged in the Supreme Court. It has taken another 6 years for us to get a verdict. And all we are asking is, whatever our share, originally we asked for 224 TMC feet. It was reduced by the tribunal to 192 TMC feet. Now reduced further by the Supreme Court to 177 TMC feet. And every time we've said, okay, even though we don't like the fact that it's been reduced, at least give us this water. And I don't see what can be more fair than that. The IPL is nobody. I mean, I'm a huge fan of CSK, and I've been a cricket commentator for so many years. It is not the point that anybody wants to hurt the IPL or affect the IPL in any way. The matches can go on. There's no problem. Even
I will tell you what is wrong. I will tell you why I think I want to ask this question to everybody tonight. Because look what you've done, Sumansi Raman. Now you've got political parties. Those who've barely done any work, those who don't come out on the streets, you barely see them anywhere. They've all come out and joined this clarion call to boycott the IPL because they want to be... Because they want to be part of the Cauvery struggle. They want to show their support to the farmers. Where were they all this while? Are you not angry with them that last year there was a drought in Chennai and there was a flood in Chennai and these netas want to be seen? And they are asking fans now to boycott.
There are 3 or 4 national channels all doing a story on the Cauvery issue today. Why didn't you do it yesterday when there was a bandh across the state of Tamil Nadu?
We did do it this week, Sumansi Raman. We did do it this week. That's the whole point. We have repeatedly, and once Prakash is with us, I will go across to him and he will tell you how often Prakash has come on our debates, how often we've got farmers from Delhi, how often we've spoken about it. AIADMK government doesn't even have an official spokesperson who will come for these debates and sit on these debates.
We're talking about the Cauvery verdict and not talking about farmers' issues. Again, you're bringing the farmers' issues to a much larger problem. This is a very specific issue.
We debated the Cauvery protest. That's not the point here. Okay. Your point is that this is the only way to get attention of the national media is by targeting IPL. Let me go back to Mr. Kishore Swami. Mr. Kishore Swami, are the political leaders so disconnected in Tamil Nadu with its people that unless and until you bring in the name of IPL, nobody is going to respond to the plight of people? Or is it that the center doesn't care until you talk about IPL?
No. What needs to be understood is that we recently had a hunger strike in Tanjavur, where we had the very farmers who had protested in Delhi. They had participated. They were on the stage. They had participated in that hunger strike. We had almost about 100,000 people attending that hunger strike, which is unprecedented, which has never happened before. And it is not that we have only woken up now. The AIDMK led by Dr. Jayalalitha was always putting up a valiant fight for Cauvery. It is not something that is that we have woken up. It's not as though we have woken up now. And the farmers protest when the farmers from Tamil Nadu came down.
You were fighting for Cauvery by making all the wrong kinds of noises. That is my question. What have you done to find alternate sources of water for the state? Nothing. Let's create ruckus every time the Cauvery judgment comes about. For 20, 30 years, you've all played the same style of politics.
No. Look, that is an absurd argument. This is a demand for our share of the water.
Okay.
This is a demand for our share of the water.
Are you dissatisfied? Are you dissatisfied with what the Supreme Court has done?
Look, obviously,
the Supreme Court has come out with a direction.
1 minute, Mr. Swami.
Whether
just
we
asking
agree with it or we do not
Raman.
agree with it, we are bound by it.
Exactly. So the center has already gone back to the Supreme Court to say we need some clarity on how you want us to go about the Cauvery Water Management Board.
When did it do that? Why did it take 6 weeks to do that?
No, excuse me. Are you aware that 16th February the judgment comes? He is saying that only 6 weeks time and no extension under any circumstances. They constitute a meeting on 9th March between the various officials of the state. That is 3 weeks gone in calling for a meeting.
Yes.
Then they say you give your written responses. Each state takes its own sweet time. Kerala sends its response on 23rd. Look, what are we talking about? Nowhere in the judgment did the Supreme Court say, please try to talk to all the states, build a consensus, get everybody to agree, and then come up with a solution. The judgment merely says the order of the Supreme Court, a mechanism to implement the order of the Supreme Court will be worked out by the center within 6 weeks, period. There was no earthly need for the center to even try to build a consensus. A consensus has not come on this issue in 30 years.
Okay. Yes. So now you're very well aware, Sumant, and you clearly understand what is happening here, which is pure, simple politics. It's a political math game. There are elections coming up in your neighborly state. The center, which was till now very close and best friends with the AIADMK, is now taking it slow. In all of these political games, Sumansi Raman, you are now allowing them to drag in the IPL, drag in sports. That is the point. Why drag in sports?
Why not? Look, we are looking at a very high profile.
I think you got it wrong.
Okay, let me take it across to other panelists. Mr. Prakash is with us. Prakash, I'm going to come to you and ask you what your response is to those political leaders, especially, who are asking people to boycott IPL in a mark of protest for Cauvery Water Management Board or to show their solidarity to farmers. Do you think that's the right way to go, or would you want their support in some other way?
No, that is not the right way. Boycotting the IPL, that was the waste of one. Nothing lost happens that, and nothing. The government does not care about that. If in our state boycotting the IPL, the location have to be changed. The CSK have worldwide so large number of fans. So any location they have got a crowd and then they played well. But I want to ask, and then second thing I want to say is that blocking the cricket players or blocking the ground, nothing to use. If the around 50,000 peoples have go to see IPL as a viewers, I want to request that persons that taking the pamphlets, in that pamphlets have to written as implement the Cauvery Management Board and interlinking the Godavari with Cauvery. Like these things happens. Definitely, I hope that worldwide attention we got, and I believe that cricket players in the international, national level, they have put a tweet, and then our Prime Minister do something. That's all.
What goes on in your mind, Mr. Prakash, when you see all political parties suddenly waking up in the last 1 month and speaking about the water crisis and the water that our farmers need and the plight of our farmers? You all have been protesting for over a year. You were sitting, in Delhi with skulls. You are rolling on the streets, and at that point, nobody came and met you. All of a sudden, everybody wants to talk about this. Everybody wants to talk about boycotting IPL. What do you think of this?
Yeah, right. April 7th, 2017, I start my career as I give my whole life to the farmers because they were so suffered. Today is April 6th, 1 year actually gone. On the time, on the starting of the time, the people of the politicians not care about us. They just see us as a jokers, clowns like that. This time they believe that without take care of the farmers, they doesn't got the vote bank. That is the reason they are doing some protest in the roadside. And some other parties were doing in the roadside atrocities, breaking the glasses or something else like that.
Yes, these protests where they go on a hunger strike,
the IPL as hype.
And then they sit on the stage and they talk about being on a hunger protest.
The IPL. They think that they criticize the youths. They criticize. I want to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they criticize the youths. They think that youth have disturbed from the Cauvery management board, and then seeing the IPL like that, they say, I want to ask the politicians. The real fact was the television serials was disturbed the ladies' mind. This if you have a real thinking about the farmers, you have banned the television serials.
So ladies should.
Is it possible? Every politician in Tamil Nadu directly or indirectly have a channels, TV channels. They have providing 16 to 18 serials. Okay?
You are saying instead of those serials, TV serials, why don't you show something about the farmers?
Something. If the politicians have jumped 8 feet, we are the youths. We jump at least 16 feet.
Yes. Yes, and let me take that across to the one to Kishore Swami who's with us. Kishore Swami, you want to respond to what Prakash is saying? Prakash, by the way, is an engineer by qualification. He's given up all of that and a job in the corporate world, and he's gone back to work as a farmer, and he's been doing that for the past 1 year, like you just heard him say. Here is his question to you. What have you done for us? What can you do for us? Stop politicizing this.
Tomorrow is my birthday.
No. With due respects to Mr. Prakash, I would rather put it this way. See, the farmer sitting in Tamil Nadu has welcomed this move of Mr. Mr. Dinakaran's request. Now, perhaps you could have had one more farmer from Tamil Nadu. He would have expressed it in a even more clear way, or you would have gotten it directly from the horse's mouth. One thing. Second thing is...
What do you mean? See, I don't get it. What are you trying to say?
Concerned, he is back into active politics.
Kishore Swami, what are you trying to say? I didn't...
No, I'm trying to say that the farmers in Tamil Nadu are not... the farmers in Tamil Nadu do not share the sentiments, all those sentiments of Mr. Prakash.
And you know that how?
Boycott of IPL is
and you know that how? Farmers in Tamil Nadu share all their sentiments with Dinakaran.
Move with them.
Farmers of Tamil Nadu share all of their sentiments with Dinakaran
if a farmer from
or
Tamil Nadu
Shashikala.
to sit in the panel.
When was the last time you went? When was the last time you went and sat with the farmers in the protest they were having in the national capital, Mr. Swami?
It happened about 10 days ago in Tanjavur. We were there with the farmers.
One year after they started. 1 year after they started, you woke up. 1 year after they started, you woke up after Rajnikant and Kamal Hassan and everybody else is talking about them and about water management and Cauvery. You think you want to do that too? That is the point.
Yeah, no. Water management is a different subject altogether. We can debate it. I can tell you, right from rainwater harvesting, what all projects were implemented in Tamil Nadu. In water management, Tamil Nadu is one of the leading states. But that has nothing to do with this particular symbolic protest.
Sumansi Raman, please.
Yeah. Look, I think Mr. Prakash may not
symbolic
necessarily,
protest.
as Kishore Swami said, may not necessarily represent the majority view of farmers. We've had right through the day, vernacular media has been Tamil media has been carrying stories about various farmers groups, supporting such a boycott of an IPL. In fact, the hashtag that has been going, locally is "Sor" is basically food in Tamil. And what they've been saying is what we need is "Sor" and not "score" as in cricket score. So that way is, there's been a lot of it on social media also. So I think that it's not right to say that all the farmers want, of course they need a solution.
We need
a problem.
Yeah.
That exposure is what IPL would probably give you, much more than, see, today's 4 channels are doing national debates on prime time. It is because of the IPL, not the local bandh which happened yesterday or the past which happened 2-3 days ago. So if you understand.
Yeah, I'm also, sir, today morning in the media, local media. Sir, I'm also saying, சோறு is ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஸ்கோரை விட சோறு தான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Do you understand? That we need the exposure. Boycotting the IPL, what happened? They just changing the location to the another ground. The CSK have worldwide so many fans. Nothing happens. The government got money through the IPL. Do you understand? You don't criticize me. I'm always there, sir.
Okay, this is not about any individual. Everybody has their own viewpoint. There may be others who think differently. Sumansi Raman, the larger point here is whether we should allow those people who have not done anything for the water management, for the farmers in all of this time to suddenly wake up and play politics over this and drag IPL into that. You as an individual may want to boycott and stay away. That's your choice, Sumansi Raman. For politicians, political leaders, people who are in a place where they can do other things, where they can actually get attention and call for some action, those are the people who need to tell us why this is happening. Sarvanan,
you tell me what can be done. What can the government do? You tell me. Here is the case when we have gone to the court, we have got a verdict from the highest court of the land, and the center.
The government can, for starters, all politicians will have to stop politicizing this issue and stop playing it for their benefit. Firstly, if you understand those realities, and Mr. Sarvanan, I'm sure will also add about it. Sarvanan, politics, this is all that is to it. Now everybody wants to time it to their benefit and talk about it, but no action will happen on ground. Now you think IPL is a soft target, let's talk about it and move on for some more months without any action on ground.
No. Tanvi, sorry to say this, but you've got it all wrong. This is not only about politics. It has transcended that. This is now a people's movement. Every Tamilian, every person who is in Tamil Nadu feels betrayed, feels that unfairly Tamil Nadu is being targeted for not being a vote bank of the BJP. Only because of the Karnataka's elections, BJP has chosen not to implement the Supreme Court's order. This is one aspect. The other aspect is that
IPL
our party... No, that's what. Our party, our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has categorically stated that we are not for boycotting or banning the IPL. He has left it to the organizers to find out where and have the sentiments of the people of Tamil Nadu who are fighting for Cauvery water. As I am telling you, IPL is not just a sport. It is a spectacle. When people are here fighting for their livelihoods, which has been deprived to them even after the Supreme Court's order, will it be right, will it be morally right for someone to have fun out there on the streets, on the stadium? That is why our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, said, please have these sensitivities. He has appealed to the organizers. He has said, please have these things in your mind when you organize this event. Now we make an appeal.
Tell me something, Mr. Saravanan.
Yes.
Saravanan, has your party had any celebration, any festival, any kind of entertainment in the last 2 years?
No, it's not about 2 years. Right
why
now,
is it
I'm
not
saying
about
right
2
now
years?
for the last 10
Was
days.
there not a drought in the state
it's
last
about the
year?
last 10
Have
days
there not been
because-
floods in the state for the last 2 years? Have the farmers not been dying in the state for the last 2 years? What are you talking about? You make it sound like the crisis suddenly started now. You are talking about the crisis
Tanvi,
suddenly
you made
started
a
now.
Tanvi, you made a right point. The crisis is peaked, is at the zenith because the Cauvery Management Board has not been formed. We have lost hope. We thought the Supreme Court's judgment will be finalized. After 29, when it was not done, we lost all hope.
Okay.
So the crisis is at the biggest. So this is the time we want all our energies to be focused on setting up the Cauvery Management Board. Again, I'm telling you, it has transcended political protests. It is now a people's movement. Now I want to bring in another issue. See, FC Barcelona, Football Club Barcelona, a similar issue about the Catalonian referendum. It supported the Catalonian referendum. They played sports, they played the football match inside closed doors. So similarly, we want the Chennai Super Kings to support this Cauvery management issue, formation of the Cauvery Management Board. If they do that, they will capture every single Tamilian across the world.
How should they do it?
They should do this.
How should they do it?
That's a good question, Tanvi. That's a good question. They should wear black armbands or black headbands, whatever. A symbolic protest. It will go a long way to say that they are also
Shamya
staying
Das
with
Gupta,
us.
is that a better way of going
Super Kings.
about this? We've often seen even sportsmen have made political statements on the field when if it is the people's sentiment.
Brother.
Shamya Das Gupta.
Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, of course, athletes have in various ways, and it's very useful because sportspersons are heroes. They are icons, and when they make a statement, a political statement or any social statement, whatever it is, it does carry a lot of weight. But it really must be up to the sportspersons to do it, I think. And I'm not standing up for the IPL.
They are the heroes.
Really, I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Nothing is more important than the farmers' plight.
Yes.
If banning the IPL, boycotting the IPL does help the farmers, please boycott it. But it won't happen, and that's the more important thing. In this case, if I can just say things a bit, on a lighter vein, if India Cements agrees with this, they might even wear armbands. Your black armbands. It's not like it won't happen. It depends on what India Cements think. They are the owners. It's not like Barcelona and the whole Catalonian referendum, but because Chennai Super Kings might be a Chennai-based team, it's not a Tamil team. It's captained by someone from Jharkhand, a Punjabi from Jharkhand. They're players from all over the world. It's not quite the same thing. But, and I want to reiterate this, I'm sure you agree, and we all do, that this is happening because the IPL will get everyone attention, and that's not a bad thing. Like Sumant was saying, and a couple of others also mentioned, it's a great platform for the farmers' opinion and the whole movement, and to get the attention that the subject really deserves. Having said that, the pictures we saw, you have broadcast, everyone else has broadcast over the past many days in Delhi on the streets. If that hasn't created an impact, I don't know what will. But, like I said, if it helps the farmers, I'm all for it. But I think it's often too convenient to sort of target the IPL. And if it had been the World Cup instead of the IPL, it's too soft a target.
Yes. Yes, that is the other point. And I just want to make it again clear to all our panelists and to our viewers. I am not for a minute questioning whether there should be a need to raise your voice about setting up the Cauvery Water Management Board. I am questioning one, whether IPL and boycotting IPL will get you to that place, and whether the politicians have a right to ask the citizens to do anything when they themselves have done zero, taken zero steps for water conservation. Sumansi Raman, tell me a city. Okay. If I was an environmentalist and a water conservationist, I would have. I am saying they've not even made an attempt to come up with alternative sources. You for 20 years, for 25 years, you've had the same battle. You want to be stuck with the same battle. Then I think Go ahead, please.
I am sorry.
Yes.
There are two issues here.
You are saying Cauvery water is the only solution to all the problems of Tamil Nadu people.
Because it's completely because you have a complete lack of understanding about the irrigation system in our state. There are at least 9
Madam, I want to ask one question. I want to raise the one question to all politicians.
1 minute, sir.
And
Madam?
who?
Tanvi.
No, 1 second.
Who, Sumant Raman? Prakash coming to you next. But Sumansi Raman.
9 districts for water problem. 19 districts for water problem, 12 districts for
irrigation. Look,
I am not undermining the problem that is there. I am asking a larger question of why is it that in 2018, after 80 years of independence, we are still talking about lack of other alternative irrigation methods.
What do? You tell us how to do it. Look,
yes,
the point is not that. The point is not that. The point is, at the end of the day, our fair share from this river is what we are asking for.
Madam, I ask one question to all politicians.
Yes.
In the media, I didn't have a TV. That is the reason I didn't see their expressions. May I ask one question?
Yes, Prakash.
I want only one question. Yeah. That was always saying that implementation of the Cauvery management solve every problem. Like that they says. But the implementation of the Cauvery management board also one of the solution. We have to interlinking the Godavari with Cauvery. The people does not get forward this request. The 2,730 TMC of water is wasted to the ocean. Through the Godavari. If the Godavari is interlinking with Cauvery, the Karnataka is also happy and our Tamil Nadu is also regularly happy. No problems.
Okay. I have a well said. Thank you, Prakash, for bringing out one of the suggestions that if our political leaders are really interested in, they should look at it. Somebody needs to. Otherwise, this battle can just go on, and at some point, one or the other side will end up losing. It's not like Karnataka is overflowing with water. Mr. Vel Murugan is on the phone line, calling us from Chennai. Good evening, sir. Go ahead, please. What is the point you want to make?
You are the only channel conducting the debate on democratic manner in all issues. Congratulations for all your anchors.
We agree to that. We subscribe to that, Tanvi.
Thank you, sir.
Tamil Nadu, yes. We are not against for IPL. In fact, MS Dhoni is like our son of soil and our color. For the past 5 days, our farmers and others are agitating for delay in setting up of Cauvery Management Board. But no national channels not given importance to the genuine agitation. But today all the channels are doing debate on IPL. That is the first success for taking into national level. Thank you.
Well, because so many of you are saying it, if it actually gets the center to set up the water management board, then I will be all too glad. But I am very skeptical of it because the larger interest also lies in what Karnataka citizens are going to do when they go to poll.
One point.
Tanvi, eventually this is all a small cog in the wheel.
Small cog in the wheel, says Sarvanan. Sumansi Raman.
Yeah, Tanvi, it also highlights the injustice and it actually hurts the BJP if you have these debates going on day after day on national channels and people are asking why is the central government not implementing an order of the Supreme Court and effectively not following the constitution of this country. So that message actually goes out to a lot of people, and that is something that will make the central government think twice, because right now the focus is on winning Karnataka elections as opposed to upholding the constitution of the country. So I think that I think we are being very, simplistic if we say that this is nothing and will water come tomorrow. Water is not going to come tomorrow, but certainly it is far more effective than us carrying out a local fast sitting in front of on a days in Chennai. Certainly this carries much greater weight. And
don't underestimate the power of people, Sumansi Raman. When the people of a state, when the people of a city, when the people of this country decide that they want to stand together and demand accountability and demand action, it happens. I think Tamil Nadu itself saw it early last year. And it's happened across the country. The point is the method that you use, whether it's fair to bring in sports here. Now, for example, I will
South
again...
Africa banned for 30 years because of apartheid. Have you heard of that? Nobody played cricket matches with South Africa. Do you know that? That was for political reasons.
We haven't played cricket matches with Pakistan for a while. Has that ended terrorism in any way? No. Maybe it helps with certain people with their sentiments. I get that point about sentiment.
Can I just ask a small question to the gentleman there?
Yes, Shamya, go ahead. Shamya Dasgupta has a question, I think, for Sumansi Raman.
A very, very small thing. You might think it ridiculous, but I was just wondering, first of all, like I said a moment back, that I'm all for it if it works. But having said that, it's just, what, couple of days away. Tomorrow, is it? The tournament starting. No one's going to walk in with placards. Everyone who's attending the match have already bought their tickets, and they're not farmers, most probably. Now, the point is, what message goes out now that you've brought the IPL, got it even more attention that it already probably had? What message does it actually give out when these 50,000 youngsters are shouting and cheering in Tamil Nadu, when all this is going on? I'm just wondering, because it'll probably give out a very, very different message from what we're all talking about here.
I agree with you. If the stadium is packed to capacity and you have people cheering, it definitely shows a lack of unity. In fact, the lack of unity has been the big bane of Tamil Nadu. Even till now, we've not had the AIADMK.
There is no unity on this.
The leader of the opposition. There is a unanimity, not on this, on the Cauvery fact that the water management board has to be set up. There has been complete unanimity in Tamil Nadu among all the political parties. Yet they don't put their hands together and go to Delhi and talk to the Prime Minister.
Because they're obviously waiting for the BJP to come together with them and so on. That's a different topic.
Yes, and they obviously, Sumansi Raman, are wanting to have the upper hand. It's one-upmanship game here. It's literally, they may be on the same page in terms of what they want, but they want to show that the DMK or the AIADMK and AMMK and PMK, they're all actually the ones who genuinely want this for the interest of the people of Tamil Nadu. That's the unfair part. I am running out of time. Well, let me see if I can quickly go across to Mr. Chandrasekharan, 30 seconds, but since he called us, we must give him his platform too. Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
See, regarding that IPL matches, IPL matches that should not be stopped. First of all, totally they should. What the DMK representative has told me that they should put some kind of black batches or something. They should be giving some protests.
Yes.
When the match is going on.
Yes.
They should have some protests against the Cauvery issue. That will be giving better effect for the throughout India. What are the people that are watching the match?
Yes.
They should have some kind of.
Okay. Fair enough. Point taken. That people who are watching the match will get the message if you show and if there is a mark of protest and a point made and a message sent during the match itself rather than boycotting the match. Well, it's up to every individual whether they want to go and watch the match or not in the stadium, whether they want to watch it at home or whether they want to go ahead and express their support to the farmers in some other form, then they're welcome to do that. Whether they want to on a daily basis figure out ways that they will save water, conserve water so that they can in their own way contribute to the larger water crisis in the state of Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or anywhere else, that's to each individual. But to all the political parties who have seen this as an easy way out, they're all in a race now, viewers. See through the reality. One day AIADMK goes on a hunger protest. They're caught eating biryani and consuming alcohol the same evening. The next day, DMK goes on a protest. There is zakas in the evening. Some of their cadres want a similar treatment as AIADMK the previous day. Now we have more smaller political groups who've come out and they all want to appropriate the Cauvery issue, pretending to really care about what people want. They didn't bother about the farmers all this while. They do so now because they see this as a political opportunity. Don't fall into that trap. And for the rest of the viewers, hope you have a good weekend and hope you enjoy some of the IPL. But do not forget, there are serious issues that our farmers of our country are facing and we must lend our support to them as well. Thank you so much for joining us on The Last Word tonight.